You know, when I was actually at the point where I needed to heal, somebody had to actually outline it out to me because I had questions to ask. Why do I need to heal? And I remember her telling me, Ndalenga, for you to build and maintain relationships, you need to heal. For you to live a fulfilled and a happy life, you need to heal. For you to be able to cope with adversity and stress, you need to heal. That's actually what made me realize that, you know what? I have to give healing a chance. Hi guys, welcome and welcome. Well, I'm your host and I'm Ndalenga. Welcome to There's Still Hope once again. This is a place where we encourage each other to move away from past sorrows, places of defeat, places of discouragement, places that manage to break us down, really just to get up again, dust off, heal, and live the life that matters. Well guys, in my previous video, I actually shared my experiences where I shared on how I lost myself and actually how I found myself again. Well, I'm talking about emotional healing. I'm talking about emotional well-being. So somebody actually asked a question, how will I know that I'm unhealed? And how will I know that I'm healed now? Reason why I decided to actually bring this video. So today's video is about a healed person versus an unhealed person. And before we dive into the topic, I really just want to make it clear that I am not an expert in this topic. I am not a mental health professional or an emotional health expert in the topic, but rather someone coming to you to share an insight based on personal experiences, observations, and a little bit amount of research. So if you find yourself in a worse scenario, or if you find yourself in a worse case where you are dealing with mental health issues, I would rather advise that you actually get in touch with a professional, a mental health professional or a therapist. This video is not to be used as a substitute for professional help. Life can throw at us curveballs, and some of these experiences can leave lasting scars on our emotions. It can be anything. It can be traumatic events that happens to us in the past, or growing up without no parents, and some behaviors that you have experienced can also bring some emotional scars. Losing your loved ones, a difficult breakup, it can be anything. Also a series of small incidents that actually lasted for some time. They can all turn into scars, emotional scars, and these type of experiences can affect our emotions. It can affect our mental, our emotional well-being, our physical well-being. Reason why it is important to actually heal from all these experiences that we might have come across in life. While we are on it, please subscribe to my channel and get a notification whenever I post a video. Please subscribe. Having emotional unresolved issues, it's like carrying a heavy backpack full of emotional baggage that actually makes it difficult for you to move on, because whatever it is that you have gone through in the past can actually interfere with the way you look at life in your present. You know, when I was actually at the point where I needed to heal, somebody had to actually outline it out to me very well, and that was my psychologist, because I had questions to ask. Why do I need to heal? You know, and I remember her telling me, Ndalenga, for you to build and maintain relationships, you need to heal. For you to even achieve your goals, you need to heal. For you to live a fulfilled and a happy life, you need to heal. For you to be able to cope with adversity and stress, henceforth, you need to heal. That's actually what made me realize that, you know what? I have to give healing a chance, and I've never regretted. Going through the healing journey can be a painful process. And I understand when someone say, I would rather stay the way I am, I don't want to heal. Because I found myself in that position as well, where I resisted healing. Sometimes you are actually having the fear of the unknown. feeling like I don't want to find out, I don't know what I'm going to encounter. You have fear of actually facing your, the darkest memories, things that you might have gone through the past. Sometimes also shame. You don't want to start digging of what you have gone through because it might bring shame to you. It comes with resistance to change. We just don't want to change. We are in comfort zones. We have it better that way. I don't want to start dealing with things. I don't want to start behaving otherwise. I've been well being here. So this is all signs of resistance to being healed. Sometimes it's also a lack of support, because for you to take up this journey, you need support. You need people that cares about you. You also need some people to keep you accountable. Okay, you need somebody to make sure that you're really on this journey and you remain on this journey. The other thing as well is the thinking that it's impossible to heal. Perhaps you might believe that your wounds are too deep, that it's impossible to heal, and you feel like you've been hurt too many times, and so you give up on healing. But I want you to know that healing is possible. Healing is just between your decision that I want to heal, your awareness that I'm healed, and literally starting to work towards your journey. I know it's not easy. The reason why you need a great support system, someone, it doesn't have to be two. I literally had one, and my psychologist from time to time that I had to visit her. Like I said, healing is not a destination. We continue to heal. So let's get started. How does one who is unhealed behave, especially in relationships? It doesn't have to be romantic relationships. It can be anyone you encounter on a daily basis. Talk about colleagues, talk about family members, or just friends. Someone who's unhealed may exhibit these signs: pushing people away. You might not allow people to get very close to you, always thinking that they might hurt you. And if they exhibit a sign that resonates with what you have gone through in the past, in your mind, they are going to disappoint you. They are going to fail you. In your mind, they are going to reject you. So what do? You show them the door before they reject you. You push them away before they even start. But sometimes it's because of a past wounds. Sometimes it's something that serves as a trigger, and it might not be necessarily the case. Another sign is needing constant validation. They might have a deep need for approval and validation from those around them, seeking a constant reassurance of things. This might be a sign of one that is unhealed, because validation should come from within. Being overly critical, very quick to judge and criticize others, even those that they care about. The other thing as well is being closed off emotionally. Very difficult to show emotions, very difficult to allow people very close to them. They might find it very difficult to express their emotions, and actually keeping people at a distance. I think this is one of the signs that I also exhibit in my unhealed days, where you have a wall around you. Not everybody get to cross that wall. I found myself where you'll be like, okay, how did this person come close to me? It's like they jumped over the wall without me seeing it. But had I seen it, they were going to prove themselves before they actually get close to me. It's a sign of unhealed. It's not a good one, especially when it's too excessive. One of the signs as well is having unrealistic expectations, putting expectations on people, and when they don't meet those expectations, you either cut off or actually push them away. They find it difficult to compromise as well, even in relationships, just meeting the other person halfway. They find it difficult to compromise. They find it difficult to trust and even forgiving other people. It's like, you've done me wrong, you're gonna serve your sentence for life. Like I said, it's subjective. It might not be your case. This is just a few examples of how an unhealed person may exhibit the signs. And you may pick it up and actually realize that, well, I'm dealing with an unhealed person. And maybe you will be in a better position when you understand that this person is unhealed. You will be on a better side, helping them heal or helping them realize that they need to heal. Someone who's dealing with unhealed past trauma may avoid people, avoid places that resonate with what they have gone through in the past, people as well, and situations. It's because they remind you of a past that you would rather forget, you know. So seeing them, it's like you are taking me back to my past. The other signs as well is hypervigilance, always expecting something bad to happen, living on the edge, you know, something small, no, this is going to happen, but that might not be the case. And this also brings across health issues, anxiety. And sometimes you just find yourself having flashbacks of what happened to you in the past. Nightmares is one of them. Perhaps you find yourself dreaming again of what you have gone through, but it's because you are not dealing with the situation. You are not healing. You are not getting to a therapist to help you unpack and face your fears and literally just get over it. It's not as easy as it sounds, but it is possible. The other thing as well is self-destruction. You know, maybe abusing substances in any way, or just some very odd behavior. Self-sabotage is also another one. And I want you also to understand that not everyone who has gone through trauma experience or exhibit these signs. Two people raised in the same house under the same condition, one looks at life optimistic, the other one remain in that position and look at life different because of what happened. So it's subjective. Even if someone might have experienced this, they are not permanently damaged. It is possible to heal. There are professionals that can help you. So how does one behave when they are actually healing? Like I said, it's not a destination. You can't say, I am healed 100%. No, because we heal every day. So how do they behave? They become self-aware. They understand themselves better. They understand their emotions. They understand the triggers. What really triggers me to behave that way? They understand it better, and they also understand their attitude. This way, they make better decisions not to fall in the old pattern. They become more understanding and empathetic. As they continue on their journey of healing their own wounds, they are able to notice that, oh my God, she's probably going through the same thing I've gone through. So they are more understanding. You know, shouldn't be hard on this person. She's probably going through what I've gone through. And they are able to actually help from a point of understanding and not just, look, you need to snap out of it. You can't do that because you know it was not easy snapping out. So you can easily resonate with such a person. The other thing as well, they become more resilient. It is easy for them to bounce back from adversity. It is easy for them to actually stand in difficult times. They learn resilience, and it's not easy for things to actually break them down. They become more forgiving. You know, even they forgive those who have hurt them in the past. You know, they forgive themselves as well. They are more authentic. They are who they are to themselves. I don't have to behave to make you happy in a certain manner. You know, of course, it's different in different situations or different relationships. But what I'm saying is they are more authentic. They are true to who they are. Someone who is healed is in a relationship where they are abused or mistreated. It's very difficult for them to remain there because they have understood that I deserve better. I deserve to be treated well than an unhealed person. An unhealed person might feel like, okay, I'm paying for my punishment. I'm paying, at least I am better. This one at least loved me. At the same time, being abused. A healed person can easily recognize that I'm being mistreated, I'm being abused. This person wanna take me back to where I'm coming from. So it's easy for you to rescue yourself or to find a better way to deal with matters than an unhealed person. Anger and resentment, sometimes towards other people, feeling like, why did they have to do this to me? Why did they have to make me go through this? As well as towards yourself. Why did I allow myself to go through this? Why didn't I fight back? So the other thing as well as fear and anxiety. The fear of going through what you have gone through again. Because you're dealing with it, it's like a sore that you have opened up and you can see that, oh my God, this is actually my problem. So you might have fear of what you have gone through. You don't want to go through it again. So you are extra vigilant. The other sign as well is shame and guilt. You know, feeling like, oh, I've gone through this. How could they do this to me? But I want you to know that when you're actually going through your healing and you find yourself actually behaving in a way such as shame and guilt, it's because you are halfway to getting healed. But it should actually serve as a reminder that I'm on the right track and it's getting better for me. It might also come with self-doubt and insecurity, where you feel like, am I really healing? Or am I really doing the right thing? You know, reason why you have to work on yourself. You have to validate yourself. Well, I'm doing well. I'm on the right track. I'm doing well. I'm on the right track. You have to validate yourself during this process. So otherwise, you will find yourself boycotting it before even finishing. And I just want to give tips for anyone who's actually healing or who's on the journey of healing. First of all, I want to tell you that be gentle with yourself. Healing takes time. It's not an overnight job. You need to be patient with yourself and you need to believe in yourself. Allow yourself to feel the pain. Don't suppress your pain. Feel your emotions. Go through it. When you're angry, scream if you have to. Cry if you have to. And don't pretend that you're okay when you are not okay. Seek help. Speak out. You know, find healthy ways to cope with your pain. What do I mean by that? You know, talk to someone. Seek help. Go see a therapist. Journal your pain. Do exercises. Spend time with those that loves you. And also build a strong support system. Find people that understands you. And don't be in a place where you are put in a worse place. You know, somebody who's probably making you feel not worthy of who you are. You know, when you are going through your journey, there are some places and people maybe that you might have to kind of like avoid or stay away from, especially negative places, negative people. Last but not least, celebrate your accomplishment. Celebrate your progress. You know, celebrate yourself. Tell yourself, well done. When you don't used to say no, and eventually you find yourself, you say no and you don't feel guilty about it. You say, well done. You know, well done. When you didn't used to stand up for yourself, people would just walk on top of you, but this time around you actually stood up and say, I do not appreciate your behavior. I do not appreciate how you actually spoke to me, and I will honestly ask that you refrain from doing so. You know, when you walk away, you tell yourself, well done. That's healing. When you used to be in a place of where you cannot help yourself, nah? And you find yourself in a place where you can actually stand up for yourself and say, I'm doing well. So you celebrate your accomplishment, you celebrate your progress, and you don't wait for anybody else to celebrate it for you, because they might not understand who you were and who you are today. Only you can really say, well, I'm so proud of you. I've come across my friends that will say, I don't know what happened, but I'm so proud of you. When you go, you'll be like, we're doing it. Thank you, God. It is important to know that healing is not a linear process. There will be ups and downs, you know. You will find yourself in a situation where you're questioning yourself. Did I really make the right decision? You know, and all that. But all I can tell you is that if you're really committed to your healing journey, you will see the good change in your life. You will see the good change in your behavior, and the way you actually relate to people, and your perception towards life will change in a positive way. So all I can say is, if you are on this journey, keep going. Don't give up. Save yourself. Only you can, you know. And really, one more thing, pray and pray. Well, guys, this should be all from me. Thank you so much for joining me on this transformative episode. Don't forget to take care of your well-being, and remember, no one can do it for you. You have to do the work yourself. Well, if you know of someone who really need to hear this message, feel free to pass it on to such a person. Subscribe to my channel, like, and actually share with anyone out there. Thank you very much. To my next video, until next time, I'm Dalenga, and this is There Is Still Hope. Bye bye from me.